There must be some nerves as the batsman is set to face his first ball. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. The bowler really unlucky to not get an edge on that one. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line at the ball. Hammered away for four. Good placement. He's not going to miss out on those. Shouts of catch it, but nobody will. That's 6 runs. I tell you what, the slower ball won't be a bad option on this pitch. Found the gap beautifully, and that races away to the boundary again. I know he's a fierce competitor and doesn't shy away from a challenge, but that is just crossing the line, I think. This must be hurting the captain. He needs his bowler to be more disciplined with his lines. Nobody's chasing that. That's going to be a terrific 4. Good aggressive intent shown by the batsman. Well, the batsman sees that one early, gets into a great position, got it from the meat of the bat. But it seems like the bowler prefers to bowl from this end. Good shot for a single. He's very lucky to get away with that one. That's skillful bowling. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. That is glorious. Perfect timing and placement. He's not going to miss out on those. Tremendous hit this. That's a crowd catcher. That's a 6. That's an excellent throw. Poor running between the wickets, really poor. Glorious, absolutely glorious. Good effort by the fielder. Very well played, just working on the field where the gaps are.
Work at your convenience and earn up to 45,000 rupees. And get up to 4,000 rupees joining bonus.
With Sakai, you can turn your imagination into a game. Make a Fruit Ninja game, but Demon Slayer version, and Sakai will
That's a beautiful shot. And in the gap too. Good aggressive intent shown by the batsman. Shot. That's an excellent cricket shot. Good stop. Saved a certain boundary. Very well played. Just working on the field where the gaps are. It's a full house here, and what an atmosphere we've had for this match. Well, that's a massive six. Made a cracking sound in the bat. Four runs, plays into the gap fabulously. Dazzling batting by this duo. The captain needs to come up with a plan to break this partnership. He's not going to miss out on those. Good shot for a single. Nailed it. Absolutely. Perfect throw. Well, the batsman sees that one early, gets into a great position. Got it from the meat of the bat. That was a brilliant shot. Perfectly executed. Well, the captain has decided taking the pace of the ball is a good way to go. Well, that brings us to the end of the power play. Fielding captain can now have more fielders outside the inner circle. Beautiful bowling, hitting the right legs. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line at the ball. That's in the air. Good shot for a single. He really had to reach for the ball to collect it. Turned away for a single. Well, the captain has been very smart with his bowling changes. That's high in the air. The fitness level of the players today is something else. Wonderful to see them run like that. Very good running between the wickets. Lovely bowling and a good leave too. In the air. Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? Found the gap beautifully, and that races away to the boundary again. He looks in good batting form. Directed. As a batsman, one should never take on his arm. Hammered away for four. Good placement. Will he take him on again? Let's see. Oh, he's launched that one. That's huge. Now that's a good 50. It will be appreciated by the crowd. He's growing in stature as well in this innings. Very well struck. Nobody's going to catch that unless in the crowd. Oh, he's clubbed that for a six. That's a great hit. Long leg in place. Expect some chin music from the bowler. Easy enough for the batsman to play for a single or a two if they run well. Wow, that was a really wide throw. Well bowled, past the edge of the bat. That was a moral victory for the bowler. That's a six. The power is extraordinary. These two gentlemen have played really well and have been finding the gaps at will. Important partnership this. Very well struck. Nobody's going to catch that unless in the crowd. Oh, he's launched that one. That's huge. Beautiful bowling, hitting the right legs. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Good shot for a single. Oh, he's thrown it wide. Well, you can sense something is going to happen here. The bowler not allowing the batsman to free his arms. Well bowled, past the edge of the bat. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line at the ball. Beautiful bowling, hitting the right legs. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Up in the air. Well bowled. These players will be taking the field today. Both teams look balanced and eager to perform. That's high in the air. Wow, that was a really wide throw. They need more boundaries now to make up for their slow start. That's gone high. Batsman losing his concentration there. Looks like he couldn't judge the pace of the ball. He's lost this one completely. Captain would definitely feel let down by that effort. Fielders are expected to support the bowler. Need to keep things really tight. Well, that is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Perfect timing. Good stop. Saved a certain boundary. He's growing in stature as well in this innings. Oh, well bowled, a ripper. Played into the gap, should be able to run two here. Good shot for a single. Looks close. Batsman in a spot of bother there. The on-field umpire goes upstairs. Wonderful sound of the bat, and that's a six. I know he's a fierce competitor and doesn't shy away from a challenge, but that is just crossing the line, I think. I tell you what, the slow ball won't be a bad option on this pitch. Oh, that's found the edge of the bat. Good delivery. Bullseye. What a throw. Flat and fast. Wow, he's picked the bones of that one. Good shot for a single. That was a poor throw. Needs to be a lot more accurate. Very well struck. Nobody's going to catch that unless in the crowd. Wonderful 50 and the crowd applauds. Oh, he's launched that one. That's huge.